What's up, sports fans? Welcome to VIP-bet's Week 3 Fantasy Stardom Situm Running Back Edition. The Brooklyn boys are here for you today. MattyG here. Joining me today is Chris, the analyst, Ventra. We're going to dive right into it, boys. We're going to go over running backs for Week 3. Chris, let's go over some stardoms.
Yeah, so let's do it, baby. Running backs. I love running
He loves
backs.
them. Let's get a tournament up. Let's get a tournament up first. Thursday, 16 games.
No, yeah, we need all 16 games. We want to give you every option you can possibly have.
Boom, boom. All right, let's go. Stardoms.
All right, stardoms. So, like we did last time for Week 3 QBs, we have a high end, a mid tier, and a low. So our high end stardom running back.
Who is it?
Who's the guy we like the most?
I didn't like him after Week 1, but now
I didn't like him after. Well, Week 1 and Week 2, he didn't do very well.
No.
At all. But I expect a big game.
You expect
Todd
it?
Gurley.
Gurley.
The Gurley, man. Dude, when I tell you, what did he do Week 1 and Week 2? 5
Ass.
points, 8
Did
points?
absolute
I
ass.
was almost 100% correct. 5 points, 8 points, right?
5.2.
Seattle, San Francisco. Obviously, teams are going to key on the run against Los Angeles. Dumbest team I've ever seen in my life. How do you not start Jared Goff at this point? Case Keenum is obviously horrible.
He's the worst player in the NFL.
Right.
Let's put it out there. Worst player in the NFL.
Right, whatever.
Yes,
But
Gurley.
I can't see this going on for much longer. Gurley's a freak. I consider him probably one of the best I think he might be the best running back purely as a running back by himself, not considering his team. I mean, the guy's a beast. He can do it all. The thing is, they're keying in on him. And now at Tampa Bay, you're talking about a guy that got drafted in season longs in the top 10, top 7 maybe, Guy's got to go off this game. Tampa Bay, I'm pretty sure Atlanta did pretty good on the ground versus them with Freeman and Coleman.
Both of them, they had some decent yards.
I think last week Tampa Bay got romped by Arizona 40-7. I mean, I don't see how Gurley's not going to at least have a touchdown this game and at least 80 yards rushing,
And
maybe a couple.
He's going to get the ball.
He's going to get the touches, right? The volume alone. But you would think the volume alone before would have got him points. But this time, I think he's really
first
going to.
game you're at Seattle, you can't expect him to do much.
Look, he's still
second game.
He's still the number 5 running back on DraftKings price-wise list.
Price-wise.
After 13 points in 2 games, you know what I mean? That's how you know. I think this is the breakout game. You want him this game. I know, obviously, his price isn't great value, especially coming off those 2 horrible games. But, dude, the guy's going to go off this week. If there's a week he's going to go off, he's going to go off. We like him a lot here. We're going to put him in a lot of teams. And that's our high-end running back.
Yeah, that's what we want.
Our mid-tier.
The mid-tier.
The mid-tier running back. This is where I like to see guys. Why? I'm not sure, actually. But the mid-tier guy we really like, I got him on my season long as well. It's my boy, Devontae Freeman.
Stud last year. This year.
Yeah, so obviously Tevin Coleman's, cutting into his touches. But, I mean, all right, week 1, 11 carries, 20 yards, bad. Okay? Had 4 catches, 20 yards. That's going to give you some points. He had the 4 catches. But last week, he rushed for 93 yards and 70 carries. It's a good game.
Yeah,
just didn't have a
5.5
touchdown.
average,
And for some reason, didn't get targeted once in the passing game. That's not going to happen. That's an anomaly. Obviously, the guy had 73 catches last year. He's going to get catches. So this game, honestly, I think he's going to go off. I think this is the game that he has, 1 or 2 touchdowns, close to 100 yards rushing, maybe 30, 40 yards receiving, couple catches, 3 or 4 catches. Big game. 30-point game. I'm calling it.
Nice.
30-point game at least.
I'm a little on the fence about him, but I like him this week.
And the price is great. He's mid-tier now.
Yeah.
He started the season up high end.
He was up there.
Right.
Definitely.
And that brings us right to our low-tier guy that we really like. On the very same team, we like both of them, Tevin Coleman.
Yes, we like them both.
Cheap. He's been going off, unlike Freeman. He's been getting touchdowns. He's been getting receiving yards. Look, 15 points, 16 points. He's not getting as many touches on the ground as Freeman, but he's getting receptions, he's getting targets, and he's getting touchdowns. I think that doesn't stop here. I think they're both going to split the time. I think they both might go off. But I think Freeman might go off a little more. I think Coleman's going to get you a nice 20 maybe.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's hard to tell with these two. They're both
18,
unbelievable
20.
players. That's why we're taking both of them.
Yeah.
I'm
not saying put them on the same
other thing
team,
is that
but-
they're playing the Saints. I mean,
Right. Great
they
matchup
could give
at New Orleans in the
I
Dome.
like the way the Falcons have been looking. I think they're moving the ball really well. I think Matt Ryan's playing pretty decent.
Right. Matt Ryan's playing really
So
well.
I think it's good for both of them. I think they have a big game.
Yeah.
And we were talking about it before, maybe starting both of them on the same team. I don't really like it that much, but they can potentially have a big game.
Maybe in like a cash game,
Mm-hmm.
a small slate of games or something.
It's
hard to have both
One
on the same
thing
team.
about it, if they both do go off, Chris,
Yeah.
not many people are going to have that combo, I don't think.
No.
Not many people. So
Yeah,
it may
might be a smart
if you're
play.
making multiple teams, it might be one of the teams you might want to put in there, both of them. I mean, they both can get 15 points. I think we both know that. I think wouldn't be that bad of a play. All right, let's keep it moving.
Yeah, it could be the smart play.
Yep.
Well, we don't know. So, yeah, those were our three stardoms: Gurley, Freeman, Coleman. Two on the same team. You got a mid-tier and a low-tier there. So I like them both. Now, these are three guys, high, mid, medium, low, same thing, that we don't really like this week, week 3. And we're going to start off with our high-end guy, C.J. Anderson. I think a lot of you are going to disagree with this.
Yeah, maybe I disagree
I think
a
you do
little
disagree with
bit,
this.
A little bit. Not too much.
No, you know what it is with me. He had 2 great games so far. Don't get me wrong. Okay, one was against Indianapolis. Got to have a good game versus Indianapolis. Defense is horrible. Carolina had a really great game versus Carolina, which you wouldn't expect week 1. I think that was an outlier, to be honest with you. I think he's going to be more around the 15 to 20. But this game in particular, against Cincinnati, Cincinnati's home, I think Cincinnati's really going to start realizing that we got to key in on the run and try to let this guy Trevor Siemian beat them, because Siemian hasn't been doing well, to be honest. He's got a lot of interceptions. He doesn't have very many touchdowns. So I think this is going to be the game you see that C.J. Anderson kind of has like a step backwards. I see like 11, 12 points.
Okay.
Which in a cash game might be okay, but in a GPP, with the price that he is, not worth it.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think it's worth it.
I think he is active in the game.
Yeah, he's going to get his carries.
He's going to get his carries.
Right.
I don't think he has that big of a game. I think you were right on the
I don't think he has a big
I think you're right
game,
on the money,
yeah.
the 10, 12 points.
I mean, what is he going to do this the whole season? Then he's the best running back in the league.
No, I don't
he's not the
think
best running back in the league. I'm sorry, he's not.
I don't think so. I mean, we'll
Plus,
see.
people are eventually going to... I mean, people should have already realized, but people have to eventually realize the only thing that's really going to beat you on their offense is their run game.
Yeah, no, they're going to...
They don't have
I think that
high
people,
quality
you're right. I
quarterback.
think people start gunning in on the run versus
Yeah, I
team.
think
They're
people are
going to
gonna
try
start-
and make Simeon beat them in the air. I mean, you can't have this guy doing 20 rushes for 92, 74 yards like this. They're going to start keying in on him, and I think it's going to be a little bit harder to run.
He already had a... Look at that. Go to the game log. Go to the game log. Back to the game log. Already, week 2 had a regression in his rushing. You know, first game, 20 rushes, 92 yards, he had 4.6. Already regressed to 3.7 against a much weaker defense. You know, I think this is going to be the game where there's like a little bit of a halter on him, maybe 10 to 12 points. That's why we don't like it. It's also about the price. Obviously, he could get 20, but I don't want to take my chances when I like other guys live.
Let's just look
D'Angelo
at
Williams,
Yeah, come on.
David Johnson,
D.
Lamar
Williams.
Miller, Todd Gurley, who we mentioned is one of our stardoms, Forte, Ezekiel Elliott, LaShawn McCoy. I actually rather have all those guys than C.J. Anderson this week.
You know, that's what you got to also look at. It's who has better value around that price. And that's what we're trying
It's
to
about
get
the
at
value.
here.
Will you get the value you're paying for there? And I don't
exactly.
think you do here. I think you get more of a mid-tier value with C.J. Anderson this week.
Yep.
Anyway, continuing. Our mid-tier sit-em that we don't like. Okay, this is a guy I really don't like in general, and I think, mark my words, I think he's going to lose his job within the next 3 weeks.
Oh, wow.
I think he's going to lose his
who?
starting job. To Jordan Howard, the rookie. Remember that, guys.
Remember.
Look up Jordan Howard, Chicago Bears rookie running back. He's a big beast, bulldozer back. I think you're going to start seeing him being integrated into this system more.
Is that
He's
Jordan
gonna
Howard?
Be Jordan Howard, yes.
I don't see him.
You know,
This is
think about this for a second. Langford, first 2 games, has a touchdown in each game. That's 6 points right there. Yet, both games, I think he ended up... Jordan Howard. But yeah, there he is. Yeah, 6 foot, 222 pounds, perfect size for a lead back. In college, did very well, was a workhorse type back. He's also good in the screen game, so he could get some receptions. And he's a big bulldozer type back that they say is very good at running between the tackles. He has a couple of flaws, but he's much better than Jeremy Langford. Let's put it this way. Like I said, Langford had a touchdown each week. Mm-hmm. That's 6 points right there. He ended up with, I think, let's look at Langford. I think he ended up with 11 points. Well, no, let's not look at FanDuel, because FanDuel doesn't have point per reception. We're going to give him the benefit of the doubt and go point per reception. He had 14 and 9.4, and he had a touchdown in each game.
Yeah.
He's rushed for 3.4 and 2.5 a carry. And it's not like he's doing anything in the receiving game anyway. No. This guy's going to falter off. He's not that good of a running back.
Cutler isn't playing.
Yeah, now Cutler's out. I believe this week.
That
so
also hurts his value here. I mean,
yeah, because now people are going to key in on the run. Mm-hmm. And Langford, there already talks about this. Langford's going to lose touches to Howard, Kadeem Carey. At Dallas, I think this is a game with, even though his mid-tier price, I think, once again, he's going to put up like 7. Mm-hmm. I think he's going to lose a lot of touches this week. Yeah. This is the week you're going to see it. And eventually, I think he becomes fantasy irrelevant.
Yeah. Nice. All right, that's number 2. Now
that's our medium. And now our low end, sit him. Low end guys obviously got a lot to choose from, but there is one guy that stood out to us, mainly because I think he's the starting back, Carlos Hyde, mm-hmm. who is at Seattle. And we don't like to start guys versus Seattle, especially on the ground game. Nope. But he's the starting back. He really he shouldn't lose many touches to Sean Drone. He's much better than Sean Drone. He's also a guy that can receive passes. They haven't used him that much in the passing game, but with all that being said, having all these touches and being the lead back on a team that runs the ball heavily, nothing. Last week against Carolina, 2.4 carry, 14 rushes for 34 yards. Already showed a weak game, even though he had a great first game. I just think Seattle stuffs him out. Yeah, and it's completely stuffs him out.
To be honest, I don't like the 49ers offense at all. There's no other weapons.
People can choose to key in on the run and not have to worry about a big pass game.
No, who are they going to pass to?
Blaine Gabbert is just not that good of a quarterback.
No, I think that's also. First off, it's Seattle at home. That's the first thing you got to look at. Is
the matchup's horrible for anybody.
Probably every week you're not going to really go heavy on the running back versus Seattle. You're just not going to do it. This team, I just don't think moves the ball at all. Seattle does not let up touchdowns. He's not going to be relevant one bit for a GPP tournament, this guy. I'd be surprised if he's owned more than 1%, to be honest with you. I really don't think he'll be.
Yeah, I don't like him this week at all.
I just don't.
If he does get a touchdown, even if he has 4 other points besides the touchdown and gets 10 points, I think that's a good game for him in this game.
And it's not even worth it.
And it's not worth it.
Doesn't matter what his price is.
I know his price is low this week. But
guess what?
There's other guys around that
like Coleman, the same price. So
there you go, a guy we like. I want to start.
I like everyone else around him.
I like Gio better than him. I like
Dookie?
James White better than him. I like Dookie better than him. I like Matt Jones better. I like anybody better than him.
That's why he's at a cheaper price. We're gonna go and scroll through guys. Okay, I could pick him. Sometimes I'm gonna say no shot, no shot in hell.
Yeah, I wouldn't put him really in any of my GPP teams at all.
All right, Chris, go over who we had start him, sit him.
Yeah, so just quick review. That was our start him, sit him, running back edition week 3. We got stardoms, high end, Todd Gurley at Tampa Bay. Mid-tier running back, Devontae Freeman at New Orleans. And our low-tier running back, Tevin Coleman at New Orleans. Yep. 2 Atlanta Falcons this week. We like them a lot. Sit him, our high-end sit him, C.J. Anderson at Cincinnati. You heard it here first. I know a lot of you might disagree, but we're making a suggestion.
We'll see. We'll see this weekend.
Mid-tier, Jeremy Langford at Dallas. Like I said, mark my words, he'll probably lose his job within the next 3 weeks. Low end, our low end sit him, Carlos Hyde at Seattle.
Yes.
Of course, we don't like guys at Seattle. So those are our starting sit him. Week 3 NFL running back edition.
That's it.
I hope you guys enjoy.
So we got 2 videos for you. We're going to make a couple more. We're going to go over every position, start them, sit them for this weekend.
We still got wide receivers, tight ends, and defense. We're not going to do kickers.
No.
I don't think you guys would watch that.
No, I don't think anyone wants to watch anything about kickers. So, yeah, we got our social media right here for you guys. Ask us anything. If you want to see anything, let us know. We also have VIP Bet launched, ready to go. We got our
Come to the
forum
website.
going. If you have any questions about anyone else that we did not talk about, this guy will answer for you. He'll be there.
I'm
for you.
also going to be posting questions on the forum from advice from you guys, because I like to hear what you guys think. I actually have one that I'm going to come out with recently for my season-long team and who I should start this week. We'll go back and forth. It'd be nice to
A lot of fun.
hear what you guys have to say. Ask
Talk
me anything you
sports
want.
all day long. That's what we're going to
That's
do.
it, baby.
here.
That's it.
So,
And
yeah.
try to win some dough.
Yep. Play
Let's
some
go.
games, win some money. Let's do it. Check back, boys. We'll talk to you soon.
We out.
We're looking forward to hearing from you. Get in touch with us. VIP Bet, your place to win.